What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a grounded tutorial on the easiest way to kill antlions. Decided to do this because personally, and I know for a lot of other people, antlions are a really difficult insect to kill. Probably I'd say second to the roly-poly. So today I'm going to show you two easy methods to be able to deal with these insects. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, hope you find this useful, and let's get right into it. So first up, obviously having the right gear to kill this kind of insect is going to be important. So the first method, you're going to need a bow of some sort. Doesn't matter if it's an insect or the insect bow or the crow crossbow, and also any type of arrow, either normal, feather or salty. Obviously in that ascending order it's going to get better, and each one's going to be better than the other. You're also going to want to have two stacks of bandages or so, maybe more. It depends how good you are at the game, I guess, and obviously food and water. For the first method, that's all you'll need. And then moving on, for the second method, you're just going to need any kind of heavy hitting weapon. It has to be like a club of some sort. As long as it's either it's mighty or salty, both of those will do. As long as that antlion doesn't have a weakness to it, it will do. You're also going to want to have ladybug armor, and I'll explain why later, but you're definitely going to need ladybug armor. For perks, obviously it depends how many perk slots you've unlocked. The ones I'd prioritise is Coup de Grace, Parry Master or Meat Shield. But for 4 mutations I've got Meat Shield, Coup de Grace, I've got Cardio Fan, which is the least important. More importantly, you're going to want the Parry Master mutation. So those are mutations you're going to need. Alright, I'm here to show you the first method in the sandbox. So this one's gonna only really work on the antlions you'll find in the little their little cone traps that they make. So if you come into look in the burrow right here, you're gonna see these antlions. As long as you don't get too close, they only have this one attack where they are going to throw black ants at you, but basically not like that. Basically what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna just sit there with your bow, move side to side, and just dodge these. These are quite easy to dodge. Just if you keep moving side to side, it's not going to be able to hit you, and just keep shooting and keep shooting. So if you watch here, hopefully I don't mess up again. Yeah, see, if you look at me just walking side to side, it's not going to be able to hit me. That was quite close, but you know, it's really not that accurate. You literally just walk side to side, it's going to not be able to hit you. Keep in mind, you're probably going to need 30 or so arrows, because these ones in the burrows have a lot more health than the normal ones. But either way, it's pretty simple and pretty easy to do. As long as you've got heals, getting hit by 1 or 2 of those ants isn't going to do much to you. And basically anyone can walk side to side and hit the trigger multiple times. So this is going to be the easiest method and probably the best one, because these ones in the burrows, obviously you can go down into their burrows after killing them, and they're going to have a lot of hot char candies and salt shards and all that good stuff. Quartzite, sometimes there's soda drops down there. So these are going to have a lot of loot related to them, not only just the actual antlion parts. And as you can see, you can take care of these guys really easily. And then if you go back down into their burrow, pick up all those arrows that you got. As soon as you harvest the remains of that antlion, you are going to be able to drop down into the actual inside of the burrow. And if you keep watching for a second, there is going to be a ton of loot down here. It depends what ones you're in. Lots of them have salt. I think 2 of them have 40 pieces of salt in them and some other stuff. Yeah! But these smaller ones have hot char candies and quartzite instead. But if you want the hot chars, they're going to be basically the best way to get them is either buried treasure or killing these 2 antlions in the burrows. On to the second method with this Club of the Mother Demon here. This is probably, I'd say, it's more difficult to acquire the stuff to get it, but it's easier, as not only is it so easy to kill them, especially when you have salt on your weapon, but it's also really, the antlions here do not have as much health as in the burrow, so it's a lot faster as well. So here you can see me fighting an antlion with this method. When they burrow underground, here's the thing, you are just going to block as soon as they start attacking, you just block. Don't try anything else. The whole point of using this ladybug armor is that when you block, because it has the, if you see here, it has the effect that I think it's called blocking strength, which means that you can't be stunned easily. So you can just, it's not going to do that much damage because it's good armor anyway, and you can just block without trying to perfect block. It means that you can just sit there, block, swing, and it's the easiest method to do without requiring any skill to perfect block or anything. So, you know, that's the whole point of ladybug armor. You might think that other armor will be better, but this is really the thing to use when fighting antlions. If I show you guys again here, another example of an antlion this is just basically how easy you can destroy them, because yeah, especially if you have salt on your weapon. But either way, I think without salt, just a level 5 Club of the Mother Demon, it's like 5 or 6 hits to kill. But this should be like a really, really good way, and that don't use armor, like even if it's low poly armor, just use the armor that has the blocking strength, because that's going to be absolutely vital. Well, obviously you can use better armor if you want, but if you're like looking for an easy method and you don't want to require the skill, this is going to be the easiest, because you obviously, like I said, you can just hold down the trigger and then hold down the other trigger, and it's just swing block without having to worry about lots of oncoming damage or stun, which is going to put you in a worse position for them to attack you. Now I'm going to show you guys how you can, you know, get out the sandbox, other than going the way that you came in, where there's a little slope with the umbrella. If you have killed the assistant manager, which probably you have, if you're going to fight antlions, this is the way to go. So you want to come around here to this big blue Lego brick, which there's a wolf spider underneath sometimes. Depends if he's prowling around or if he's in there. So, and then you can come into this, black anthill, and then follow the path I take, and it should lead you out into, it's by a roly-poly spawn. It leads you out by the garden hose, I believe. So keep watching now if you want to know this way to get out, or you can just take the other way by the slope of the umbrella at the beginning of the sandbox, where those like eyes are and the faces on the sandbox. Be sure to just ignore all these black ants that come through here. As long as you've got your stamina up and you're sprinting, you can easily run past them. Like I said, you are going to have to kill the assistant manager to get out this way. So, but yeah, I doubt you'll be. Well, you could be actually, but if you're starting from a new save, then you might be. But most people will have killed the assistant manager so they can upgrade their weapons and stuff before, trying to go and kill antlions. At least that's what I've done. So you're going to come through here, across above the assistant manager boss fight thing to the right. This is where you're going to get the anthill chip in this room, but obviously boss fight, you've already got it. So come up here, and there's this whole like winding kind of slope thing. It keeps going on and on. It's going to feel like it never ends, but it does end. You're just going to have to go through a few rooms. Every now and again it's going to stop, flatten out normal rooms, and then you're going to go up a bunch of spiral staircases again, or spiral slopes, and then you're going to come out into the open by the garden hose. There's also a roly-poly spawn I think I mentioned, so it's quite useful if you're not just done with the antlions and you want to go get those roly-poly parts as well. There's a roly-poly that spawns right outside here, so I think this might be the last, just through here. So yeah, there you go, out by the garden hose, and that is how to get out of the sandbox through the black anthill.